Hey guys, Mike McErlane with another episode of Workout 101 on workouttrainer.com. Today I want to talk to you guys about drop sets. What are drop sets? Okay, we use the bicep curl as an example. So drop set is you start off with a certain weight and you go to a muscle failure, and then what you do, it wasn't muscle failure, but if I had gone to muscle failure, you immediately drop the weight by about 20 to 30%, and then you continue with that set, okay? Now again, I'm using the biceps curl as an example here. You can do it pretty much with any exercise. You can do it with, obviously, biceps curl. You can do it with the bench press. You can do it with the squat. But ideally is that by doing this, what will happen is research actually shows that it boosts human growth hormone levels. It also really taxes the muscles, which causes tearing of the muscle fibers. Plus, there's another thing too. The muscles have such an ability to recover, especially in trained athletes or trained people who work out all the time. Your recovery rate is really quick, even with a few short seconds. That's one of the reasons why rest pause works. Drop sets are different than rest pause because drop sets you're decreasing the weight to get more reps. When you guys are doing rest pause, you might only be able to get, you know, 1 or 2 more reps out of the rest pause because you're not dropping the weight. So really, you're working, you know, muscle failure is a big factor in the drop sets. If you have let's say 3 sets of 8 to 10 reps, and on your last set, you know, you get that 10th rep and you barely get that 10th rep, what you can do with that to go beyond is do the drop set. Drop the weight down about 20-30%. and then continue on until, again, you reach muscle failure. And what you'll notice is, obviously, it's not easy, but research does support the fact that this really helps with growing the muscle fibers. Or when I say grow, I mean tearing them up, and then when you're resting, you actually get a boost in growth hormone levels, which will add to more recruitment, as well as bigger, stronger muscle fibers in the long run. So incorporate drop sets into pretty much everything you do. What I would suggest is, no matter what the workout program that you're doing, pick more like the foundational movement in that workout program that applies to that specific muscle group. What the hell does that mean? That means if I'm doing legs, okay, squat would be obviously probably the main foundational movement for legs. If I'm doing chest, bench would be the main foundational movement for that particular, for my chest. Shoulders, shoulder press, you know, biceps, bicep curls. The real staples when it comes to training. Pick that particular exercise. On the last set, so you got your 3 sets of 8 or whatever, on that 3rd set of 8, once you go to muscle failure, use that as your drop set. Now you can do the drop set with every single one of the sets that you do. So every time you squat, you know, you go, you drop the weight, you keep going. You certainly can do that, but a lot of times time is a factor. So if you still want to get the benefits of drop set, try it on the last set of that particular exercise that you use as kind of like a foundational movement for that particular muscle group. So bicep curls, triceps extension, squat, bench, shoulder press, lat pull down or bent over row for back. Those types of things, try and use a drop set to where you can quickly switch the weight. It's not as easy as on squats. Obviously with dumbbells, it's very easy because you can either, if you have the adjustable dumbbells like I have here, you just pull the pins out, or if you're in a gym, you just run the rack, so you just kind of go to the next level down. or if you're doing something on a cable and you got the pins, just pull the pin out. It's very easy. So the amount of time that you have to rest in between lowering the weight does factor in. So you're probably going to be able to go a little bit heavier when you actually do stuff on the bench and the squat, because it does take time for you to pull the weight off. If you have a partner, then that obviously condenses that time down a little bit more, so the drop sets can actually play a little bit more of a difficult role in that instance. But give it a try. If you guys have any questions about this or anything else, please ask me on the Workout Trainer Facebook page, or you can ask me right here on workouttrainer.com by clicking above on community where it says trainers, clicking on trainers, finding myself, Mike McErlane, and asking me a question. Until next time, guys, take care.